Shot. Gosh, why do you feel like you're so much shorter than me?
Why don't you just get out of the shot?
Why don't you get into the shot? What's up, everyone?
Hey, what's going on?
I am Junior.
Senior.
And this is the 2 Point
Two-Point
Conversation.
Conversation.
Officially week 1. We're still kind of getting technology and stuff sorted, but we're doing the best we can with what we got to offer. I think that makes it a little bit better. All right. So first thing we want to say is our state is in a little bit of turmoil at the moment. So, our prayers go out to the families who are struggling with the fires. Fire is ravaging the state near Snoqualmie. And, we hope that you guys are being safe. And we will be praying for the families that are in
There's
turmoil.
a lot of ash out there.
There's a lot of ash out there.
Everybody watch your ash.
First week of football, Thursday night kickoff. That was interesting. It was probably most interesting for anybody in fantasy football who had Cam Akers. Would you agree with that?
Well, I don't know necessarily about that. For a lot of people, it was kind of like, what about people that thought Darrell Henderson was going to start? It's one of those things. It's week 1. They're still working out the kinks. You go with what you got. That was it. Oh, well, not a big deal. It's just one game.
Yeah.
So,
I was upset. A flex position to have Cam Akers in your flex where you can have a tight end, a wide receiver, or a running back, and you pick a guy who gets 0 points for you, there's a good chance you're going to lose that week. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a really good chance.
There's a really good chance. And in this week, I'm playing Papa, and his Rams defense looked pretty good, considering all things.
All things? What did he get?
It was like 9. The only reason they didn't get more was because Buffalo ended up running 31 points on him. Yeah. So you actually get negative points for that. But his defense looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford did not look very good. Very surprising representation for the Rams.
Well, if you had the Buffalo defense, though, you were really looking good.
And one of the teams here, we did have Buffalo defense. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little different. We have our own family fantasy league.
Yep.
We're going to start going through players on every single person's team. We're going to go over the matchups. We're going to do a little comparison. We're going to give you some advice, even though both of us thought it was a good idea to start Cam Akers. So our advice is probably not, what do you think? Well, maybe mine, but yours sucks, right?
I don't really care. Do what you do.
Do what you do. Take our advice or not.
What?
But we're going to try to give you some information that might help you. Why do you look like you're like 3 feet smaller than me on this?
Because I'm enjoying this. I'm relaxed.
Oh,
you're in a chair.
I want to lean back.
Yeah, well, you can't. So
now.
So let's get right into it. What do you say?
Let's get into it. Yeah.
So the first one we're going to talk about is Hakuna Matata. That would be my lovely bride's team. It has a Disney theme to it.
She's way too good for you.
Matata. That is no question. Way out of my network.
Jody's a pretty remarkable human being.
You get lucky.
Yes.
You get lucky. So she's got 3 players we're going to talk about today. First, we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts, the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles there. And he likes to run the football.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in our league, you do get 25. For every 25 yards, you get a point for rushing the football. So she's got an opportunity there. They throw the ball a little bit. I've heard rumors they're going to throw the ball quite a bit more this year. His second year, his sophomore year, he feels better. He's, a little more adjusted to the game. So look for that. She had Cooper Kupp in Thursday night's game.
Yeah.
He went off. So great choice there. I mean, it was her number 1 pick. So,
and honestly, it wasn't Kupp's problem. It was more Stafford's. Kupp. I mean, he's a remarkable wide receiver. He's always in the right spot. He's got dependable hands. The yards after the catch. Stafford just has a tough time. Like the first game, I'm really glad I pulled him at the last minute and started Rodgers because Stafford just looked.
Well, he could say that now.
Grim.
Let's wait till after tomorrow.
No,
maybe he won't be any more happier with Rodgers.
Well, fine. I guess
we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yeah.
And then of course she's got Jamar Chase for Cincinnati Bengals, a very, very good wide receiver. I have him in my other league.
Truth.
So I absolutely think that guy has an opportunity to go off this year. So I mean, she's stacked,
especially in the wide receiver position. Okay.
Overall.
Why did you make that facial expression when you said that?
Let's just leave it at that.
Drink that water. So, yes, Jody is very stacked in the wide receiver department. I think she's got 2 out of the best, top 5 wide receivers in the NFL right now. What do you think? So her wide receiver position is very stacked. It's interesting this week is she actually plays against Andrew, and Andrew has Joe Burrows. So that'll be interesting. So you want Joe Burrow's going to be throwing the ball, hopefully, to Jamar Chase the whole time.
Yeah.
And that should go over well for Jody.
Yeah.
Also, though, Andrew has some pretty good players of his own.
Yeah. He's got Jonathan Taylor, the number 1 overall pick in the draft, which Andrew had. So, that's a pretty good choice right there. I think he's amazing. If he stays healthy, he could set some records this year again.
Yeah.
Very talented running back.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's also got
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen. Very good wide receiver for us.
Very good for LA.
Yeah.
For the LA Chargers.
Yeah.
Joe Burrows. I like Joe Burrows, man. I just like the way he plays football. He's a football player. You like Joe Burrows?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I mean, especially after that horrible knee injury, to come back and bring his team to the Super Bowl. Remarkable, right?
Yeah.
Joe Burrows, he's got the heart of gold. I like what players do off the field.
Yeah, he's done some great stuff for his town.
I love that. He gives back to the town he grew up in. I mean, he's a Ohio native, right? He's been in Ohio his whole life. So, I mean, he's like a legend there already. And I think he's a really remarkable human being. That should be a pretty good matchup. Actually, right now, as it stands between Jody and Andrew, Jody is winning 38-80. And Andrew's got 9 points. So it looks like Andrew got his 9 points from his kicker, T-Bass, put up 9 points. But also, Jody's got Cooper Kupp. He put up 31-80 this week.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good week for a wide receiver. So that should be an interesting matchup. You want to go to the next one?
Sure, bring it on.
Let's go to the next one. Let's see if I can do this better than I did it last week. Okay, the next one it looks like we got is, where are their names? Okay. One we got sorry, still in technology. One is touchdown syndrome. Hilarious name. Kyle.
Let's just leave it at that.
And they're gonna play What the Hawk.
What the Hawk? That's Julie's
That's Julie's team. Yes, should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
I'm still laughing about Kyle's name. It's pretty funny.
Russell Wilson will start a quarterback for the touchdown syndrome there. And let's just leave, like I said, at that. He's also got Najee Harris, Cortland Sutton.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's got the double dip there with Russell Wilson and Cortland Sutton.
Nothing wrong with that.
That is going to be, if it works out, that could be big, big points for old Kyle.
Yeah.
On that one. And then Najee Harris, he's the man in Pittsburgh. I mean, he's pretty much the do-it-all.
Najee.
Yeah, he's a 3-down back.
He is a 3-down back.
A very rare thing in the NFL anymore.
Mm-hmm. And I think like Russell Wilson, he's going to come back. And I don't very often say this, but I think he's going to crush the Seahawks. Well, I think the Seahawks are going to struggle for week 1, Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson is going to be slinging the ball up and down the field with Cortland Sutton and Judy, a little Judy action. So let's hope the Seahawks can maintain and just kind of keep it close. But it should be a pretty good week for touchdown syndrome.
Absolutely. And so what the Hawk, huh? Wow. You look at Julie's team with Lamar Jackson.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
They're trying to get a contract redone now that all the quarterbacks want to make a lot more money.
He's his own agent.
Yeah. So he's
I mean, what? You know about that, right?
Yeah.
He's his own agent. He's like, I don't want an agent. I'm going to do everything myself. Yeah. And then, I was afraid he wasn't going to make week 1.
Yeah, well, he's still talking about it. I mean,
Lamar Jackson, obviously a very good quarterback, very good on his feet, but representing himself, holy cow. I mean, I just think, I heard he was going to play week 1. There was a time where I didn't think he was going to. I thought he was going to hold out. Pretty remarkable story with Lamar Jackson. If he's able to get it done without an agent,
more power to you, buddy.
More power to you.
Yeah.
Those agents get a pretty good little cut for doing what? Just sitting down and negotiating?
Of course. I mean, it's big money.
It's a racket. Put me in there. I'll negotiate.
And then she's also got Derrick Henry in there, the massive bull, man. That guy just barrels over people. So
yeah,
that's I think that was her number 1 pick in the draft was Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I can't remember if she was it 4th overall? She might have got 4th overall. I can't really remember in particular, but I think the thing that gives Derrick Henry his strength is that giant piece of hair. comes out of the back. You know what I'm saying? It's like wind resistance or something, or it's dynamic. It's aerodynamic.
It looks like a rat tail.
It does look like a rat tail, but I heard it like it cuts through the wind when he's running, is what I've heard.
Yeah, no, he don't need to.
You don't need
That man is a stiff arm.
He is a stiff arm man. His thighs are like massive. He's a big dude, right?
His thighs are like your chest.
Like, yes.
Yeah.
Or yeah, right chest. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
And then she also has George Kittle. I mean, as far as tight ends go, let's go. You know, you have a good tight end. Let's just hope that the person throwing the ball to George Kittle can get it to him. What do you think? Trey Lance didn't look that good.
Well, the first thing is he's got to play.
Oh my gosh, is he questionable?
Oh, yes.
We'll talk about that. Help Julie out. Let her know that there's a possibility he won't play.
I think Julie's smart enough to do her own homework.
He's starting on her lineup right there.
I think, yeah, he's been definitely hurt, and he's been listed as questionable.
Oh yeah, he's listed as questionable. She still has him in the starting lineup. I don't know if she's got a backup tight end.
I don't think so.
Oh, she does. She has Zach Ertz, but also questionable. So two questionable tight ends.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you questioning?
Yeah, I just think I think he's going to play.
You think he is? He's a beast, dude. I mean, he played. He's again one of those football players. Like he plays football. He stiff arms. He's aggressive. He's excited. I mean, those are the guys you want on your team, man.
Yeah.
George Kittle's a beast.
He's
like white trash, right? Like he looks like you know what I'm saying? Like he grew up in a trailer park. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that's what he looks like. He looks like a thoroughbred white trash man. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
I mean, I don't know. Have you seen him? I don't know. Anyway, I just like he's a good guy. But I feel like he just came from a tough upbringing, and it made him sturdy and strong and tough. And you don't think so?
I think I would use the term he's an old school football player.
Old school, same thing is what I said.
I think he basically just comes from the old days where they just beat up in each other.
That's what I mean.
Everybody bled.
Like the ball they used was not a football.
Penalties.
They played on the street and they just got beat up all the time.
Okay.
Do you agree?
No.
Okay. Well, let's go to the next one. Okay. How do I get back here? All right. The next one is. All right, Grandpa, we're going to talk about it.
Oh, are we? All right.
All right, Grandpa. Okay, so let's get this started. I'm playing Grandpa in week 1. Okay, the guy, his defense already is beating my tight end and my flex player. So Grandpa's on a really good road to victory at this point. Oh,
that's right. You had Dustin Knox going.
Yeah, Dawson. Is it Dustin? Who is it?
Dawson,
something. Dawson's Creek Nos.
Something.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So I had a tight end.
You knocks that off.
You better knock it off. I had my tight end and I had our flex player, 2 important positions for points. And I put 1.5 points up. Is that pretty good? Not really. So, Grandpa, if you're watching this, you're looking pretty good right now. You're looking like you're going to do fairly well in week 1, just with your Rams defense. Honestly, your Rams defense, I think, had 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 2 fumble recoveries.
Something like that.
So they would have been doing a lot better if they were able to keep, the 31 points from Buffalo off. But you still got to be feeling pretty good. Also, Grandpa's got the veteran Tom Brady on his team.
Tom Brady going up. Yeah.
You can't really go wrong. Can't go wrong with Tom Brady. There is a benefit for me. Hopefully, Tom Brady throws all those balls to Mike Evans. So I have Mike Evans on my team. So let's go. Tom Brady, throw it to Mike Evans all day, every day. Grandpa also has DK Metcalf. First of all, DK Metcalf is a freak of an athlete. Freak of a human being. Just the giant size. And I feel like Grandpa even moved up to get him. Like, I think he could have took DK Metcalf later and still picked up DK Metcalf based on who he is.
I don't know.
Pretty good.
Maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not sure, you got to remember, he's at 10. So that means that the guys have to go all the way back down and then all the way back up.
Yeah.
So I picked 10 in my other draft. So it's not an easy spot to have.
I think Gramps was 6.
You got to anticipate it.
Yeah, I think Gramps was 6.
I know Jody was 9th.
And I think Kyle was 10th.
No, I don't think so. But then again,
it doesn't really matter. Yeah, but what's interesting is he also got Nick Chubb.
He got the Chubster.
He got chubby. He got chubby. So that should do.
Are you saying he got the Chubb?
Nope. I'm saying he got Chubb. And I think he's also got a lot of good guys. I mean, I only picked DK Metcalf and Chubb. He also got Ezekiel Elliott. He also got Mark Andrews. He also got AJ Brown. So Grandpa's team is looking pretty good. He's also got a pretty good bench. Cross your fingers. I still hope I win this week.
Oh, there you go. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Give it some hope.
Yep. All right. Our next team. Looks like we got 4 thin inches, and Herbert makes my butt curl.
Yeah.
I just like saying that name.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. There you go.
It's pretty good. You have Herbert, you have Butker on your team. 2 players are in the title.
Yeah.
Pretty remarkable.
You know, I mean, that's pretty interesting how that works.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I really thought about that too much.
Good.
But I like having have my team name after the players that I have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations.
That's very good. Well, you're playing 4 thin inches. Josh just so happened to have Josh Allen on his team. Pretty good opening night for Josh Allen. In our league, he scored 53 points.
And if that wasn't good enough, he also had Stephon Diggs.
He also has Stephon Diggs, and he put up 26 points. So, Dad, right now you're losing 79-68-0. Might be a week for Dad to go down. You know, I don't know. I don't know.
But look at what they're saying is the chances of me losing.
Yeah, 42%.
So still,
he's still in it.
77. I'm almost a coin flip away from winning. So I mean, come on. I mean, you think about it. It's just one of those things, man. I mean, I gotta tell you, I don't even know who I have anymore.
What?
Because it's like, what does it matter? You know, what does it really matter? I've got, I don't know. I've got some players. Are they going to be any good this week?
Yeah, you don't have very good players.
I don't. I really don't know who I have. It's really crazy. Who do I have?
You have Herbert. You got Jefferson, it looks like. It looks like you got Deebo Samuel, Saquon Barkley, Connor. You got Darren Waller. So you did get one of the better.
A new contract today.
Yeah, you got one of the better tight ends in the league for sure. And this is coming from a guy who obviously
your tight ends.
Go, come on.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, your tight ends.
Yep. Right. That's pretty funny. Yeah, so you got Darren Waller. You know, also Josh has Tyreek Hill. He's not looking too bad on the wide receiver end. He's not looking too bad on the running back end either. Yeah. He's got some good running backs. He's got Dalvin Cook. It looks like he's got Etienne. What do you think about Etienne? I keep hearing questions about him all week long. I don't know. I mean, yeah, he went to Clemson with oh my gosh, Trevor Lawrence. But I don't know. I think everybody's starting him in their league. So I guess this week will be the thing that tells. I mean, everybody picked him early. You know, I see a lot of people picking him up early, and you know, I hope he does well. But
yeah, I mean,
it's always tough.
I could see it.
I remember a year ago, I picked up Clyde Edwards-Helaire and thought it was going to be, you know, in the first couple of games, he did really, really well. And then they just didn't keep him much in the game, you know, and I think this year he'll do better.
There's a lot of players on that team, man. A lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Got to spread the ball around. I mean, you saw what Mahomes said on national TV, right? Hey, guys, all you guys playing fantasy football? I'm just going to say right now, I'm sorry. If you have anybody on my team, because I'm going to spread the ball around.
Wow,
get like 12 different receivers in a preseason game. So that's where we're going to do it. We're just going to spread the ball around, and you know, I mean, I don't think it's going to be as bad. I think Kelsey, will still get the most share in the game there.
Yeah. Andrew's got Kelsey, I think.
Yep, he does. He got
a good pick.
Around.
Yeah.
Well, I remember that. But anyway, yeah. So who we got to next?
I feel like Patrick Mahomes' biggest problem is his wife and his brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're always in and out of the news for doing crazy.
His brother especially.
His brother especially. Imagine being Patrick Mahomes' brother, right? Imagine being Jesus' brother. Okay? I'm not trying to make the comparison. I'm just saying, imagine James, right? Imagine James. Imagine, Patrick Mahomes' brother. Probably not too successful. Probably, doesn't have it's just many things. And then your brother's like one of the most well-renowned quarterbacks in the NFL. He acts a fool. He goes into the stands. He pours drinks on people. He gets into fights. Patrick Mahomes is in the news almost, every week for his wife and his brother acting like idiots off the field. What is wrong with you people? And he's probably just dishing out money to all these. Oh man, it's embarrassing. That'd be like me playing football and my dad being in the stands. right? Just can't bring him anywhere. Draws a lot of attention to me. He's like carving my name into his chest. Like, that's my boy! You know, you wouldn't do that? Oh, well, whatever.
We're way off.
I'm just saying.
We're to a whole different level now,
He's in the stands. He's just like, that's my son. He's the greatest, dumping beer on people. Is that you?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Jody would have to like wrangle him in, you know?
She wouldn't be there.
What?
She's
the most supportive person I've ever met in my life.
Well,
she would be there.
You, but because of me. If I'm doing weird stuff like that, she's like, I'm not going to hang around this dude.
They put her on the Jumbotron. It'd be the worst thing for Jody. She does not like attention around herself. So, like, all of a sudden she's on the Jumbotron. You're just going crazy.
Yeah.
What? Man, this stuff needs to happen in real life.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Okay, anyway,
all right,
on the next
so
thing.
Okay,
so the last matchup. Who do we got?
Come on, man. We got Aaliyah's amazing team.
Okay, and Aaliyah does have an amazing team.
She's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I mean, I'm not really. I mean, she knows how to draft, so she's smart.
I mean, she's got Patrick Mahomes, which we just talked about.
Yeah.
Should I talk about what I just talked about again? About his family?
I don't think so.
Okay, I should have saved it for this segment. She also has Davante Adams, arguably number one wide receiver in the NFL. I don't know how he's going to do in Raider country, but we will see. But, I mean, gosh, you can't go wrong with Davante Adams. And she also has Christian McCaffrey. I mean, a pretty good starting three right there. Number one wide receiver, possibly, number one, if not top three, running back. Number one, if not top three, quarterback. I mean, Aaliyah, it's looking pretty good. And it just so happens that you take on the underdogs this week. And the underdogs is Katie's team.
Katie's team.
I love Katie's team. She picked the underdogs. I don't know why. She's still got a pretty decent team.
Yeah.
I think that she just got a bunch of points from her she's got Buffalo's defense. So put up 17 points just from her defense. And I remember when she was drafting, I was like, oh man, she's drafting the Buffalo defense a little early. If you're going to draft the Buffalo defense or you're going to draft an early defense, Buffalo was definitely the one to do it.
Well, and the number one rated defense.
They played pretty well. Aaliyah also has G. Davis. I don't know who G. Davis is.
G. Davis.
For the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, that would be Gabriel.
Gabriel Davis. Tell us about him a little bit because he put up 18 points himself.
All right. So Gabriel Davis' claim to fame, he was basically a no-name guy.
Nothing.
Till the AFC Championship game last year.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this guy goes off, right? Scores 4 touchdowns in that game. Okay. And all of a sudden he's a superstar. They lost, of course.
Yeah.
And probably, to me, maybe the greatest game of all time.
Possibly.
It was.
And I missed it, didn't I?
Really? Yeah, you did. You left before it was over. But anyway, it was an amazing game, back and forth, fantastic. Kansas City ends up winning it, right? But I tell you what, it was just fantastic. So Gabriel Davis scores 4 touchdowns. He now becomes, a player in the NFL. I mean, he's looking real good. So everybody remembers that. Now it comes to this year. It looks like, you basically got the 3-headed monster there. I mean, of course, it's always going to be about Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
But then Gabriel Davis is playing on the outside, and, Isaiah McKenzie's the slot receiver. They both score early in the game. Gabriel Davis scores first. Isaiah McKenzie scores second. And then, Josh Allen breaks loose, which really broke that game open. I mean, the game, if you watched it on Thursday night, it was Buffalo in the first quarter, the Rams in the second quarter. So they go and tied 10-10. And then, the third quarter, Buffalo scores. And, the Rams had a chance to get right back in it. And Cooper Kupp's wide open over the middle. Stafford overthrows him by 3 or 4 yards. They pick it off. They end up scoring. And all of a sudden, now the race is on. And turns out to be 31-10. But, yeah, so Gabe Davis, good pick. He's already gotten points. Did she start him?
Yeah, so she started him, which I wanted to talk about. So she's also got some good guys on her bench. I mean, she's got some good wide receivers. She's got Charlie Kirk. No, Christian Kirk. She's got Antonio Gibson, a good running back for Washington, on her bench as well. So really, she started him under the flex player spot.
Yeah,
I believe.
Well, he's a much better pick now that the guy that was supposed to take his place, Brian Robinson, who 2 weeks into training camp gets robbed on his way home.
Oh, I heard about that.
Gets shot twice.
He got shot twice. What is going on? And then he's like, I'm still going to play, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And there was talk that he wasn't even going to be put on IR, which means you got to miss the first 4 games. So they say, oh, okay. So, if you think you can make it back, and they talked about it, and then finally they said, I don't think so. You're not coming back. So, yeah, so he gets put on IR.
Yeah.
And, of course, now Antonio Gibson becomes the man again.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens.
That's going to work out pretty good. And the reason I'm going over Katie's bench is just because she has some good players. She could really put anybody in that flex spot. She also has Dallas Goedert. She's got DeAndre Swift. I think DeAndre Swift's going to have a good year. I think the problem with it is that they don't have anybody in their, they don't have anybody besides their running back at the Lions. I feel like they're
Really?
struggling to put pieces together, but the Lions over the last, 2 decades have really struggled.
Well, I know, but I think they're an up-and-coming team.
You think
They're
so?
I do.
Wow. Give us a little bit about that.
I think maybe I'm going to say the Detroit Lions, and this is all, health and Goff. Jared Goff, let's just say the Lions go how Jared Goff goes. If this guy could come out and have a decent year, I think they could probably get 7 wins. So that would be
not a good year.
That would be much better than they had. I think they had 2 or something last year.
They suck.
So you got great tight end in Hawkinson.
Yeah, I like Hawkinson. Nothing wrong with it.
Great tight end, and I think he's going to come to play. They got a wide receiver named Amon St. Brown.
Wow, Amon St. Brown. What a great name.
Yeah.
Cool. I think it's 4 names. Amon St. John. It's 4 names.
Well, it's Brown instead of John, but
St. John, St. Brown. Amon St. Brown. That's pretty good.
Yeah, if you could say it right.
I don't know what it is. I've never even met the guy.
So yeah,
I'll give him a call tonight.
He came on late last year when Hawkinson got hurt, and so they needed somebody to throw to. So
is it true that they got new coaching in Detroit?
No. Detroit changed their coaching staff 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they had a he's great. Talk about a coach's coach. He's like Kittle, as Johnny said it. About just a great get in there football player. This guy, man, he looks mean all the time. But
imagine playing for that guy.
I've
lived with a guy like that.
Just get in there. Let's go.
Let's go.
Get it done.
And also, Katie, you have Kyler Murray. It's all going to be depending on how he plays. Honestly, I don't like the guy. I think he's an arrogant puke. But to be perfectly honest, if he plays good, he can do well. He's good on his feet. He'll control. I think he'll be better when DeAndre Hopkins comes back. What do you think?
Well,
obviously,
of course,
right?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Because DeAndre Hopkins is a little bit off.
Wow.
Is that what he was doing?
I don't know. You make it seem like it was. So,
he was smoking the Chiba.
Is
what he was doing. I heard he was smoking some Chiba off the field.
Yeah.
We'll see. Little bit of the grass.
Yeah.
A little bit of the green, the Mary Jane.
He's
marijuana.
He's goes to the
Stonehenge.
Of a different.
I just made that one. Stonehenge. That's hilarious.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's good. She's also got CeeDee Lamb. I don't know about CeeDee Lamb. I got to be honest with you. Who's the number 1 wide receiver for Dallas right now? CeeDee Lamb, right? Big target. No more Amari Cooper, right? Throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Let's go. I think he's got the cornrows, so that makes him faster automatically. Boom, makes him faster with the cornrows. Did you know that?
Wow.
Because it's nothing holding him back. It's a streamliner. I know stuff, bro. I pay attention to hairstyles. She's also got a helmet. She's also got a guy named, who is this, Elijah Mitchell? I don't know anything about Elijah Mitchell. And when I don't know anything about people, my voice gets higher when I talk. Did you know it's
You really make me uncomfortable.
Who's Elijah Mitchell, Dad? Talk about him.
So Elijah Mitchell, he came on last year when everybody else seemed to get hurt.
Right.
He had Raheem Mostert.
Love Mostert on my hot dog.
Now he's gone.
Yep.
Now he's in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had J.R. Wilson.
Oh, Wilson.
Yeah, he got hurt. And so, last man up pretty much was Elijah Mitchell. And
who is this guy?
He's just a young kid who's playing lights out now.
Yeah.
He's talented.
Yeah.
He seems to not I think he likes pain. I think he likes getting
he likes pain.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
interesting.
I think he's a good ball player, and I think he's gonna lead San Francisco to maybe it depends. Of course, we're going by Lance. This is what happens with Trey Lance. If he plays well, stays in.
Trey Lance sucks.
Well, but let's talk about this part for a
I
second.
don't care.
All right?
I call
Let's
it like I
talk
see
about
it.
Let's talk about Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Let's talk about him.
Probably now the best backup quarterback in the NFL, the most experienced backup.
Didn't he back up for Tom Brady for a while?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good start.
At New England.
That's a good start.
Yeah,
A lot of experience. Look at him doing the Robert De Niro face.
And then he became the man in San Francisco, and injuries and everything. So it was kind of rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, if Trey Lance gets a little whacked from all the running he's going to do and running around the field trying to throw the football,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's going to be an interesting year. I mean, you got Deebo Samuel.
Oh, who has Deebo Samuel?
I mean, me.
This guy.
You know, so Deebo
Loves Deebo.
You know, he likes to run the football.
That's
too,
my bike.
You know,
That's Deebo.
he's got Brandon Ayuk.
Oh my gosh, another good name, Ayuka. Love Ayuk.
Just you know, he's a talent. He's come on. So let's see what happens there in San Francisco.
Grammy really thinks Jimmy Garoppolo's hot.
Oh yeah.
I remember she said that, so maybe that helps the situation. I heard there was a rumor that we might get him at Seattle. Was that ever a discussion that had happened?
That was a big discussion.
That was a big discussion. Can you imagine we get Jimmy G? I mean, oh my gosh, I didn't like him in San Francisco. I don't know if I'd like him in Seattle. I don't know if I'd like him sitting on the bus next to him.
Well, hey, I right now I'll take anybody.
Okay? Right, that's true.
I'd let you go and play quarterback for one day.
Yes, you would, and you would be in the stands just cheering me on, bringing me Gatorade.
No, I think it'd just be close your eyes. Poor kid can't see.
He
can't see over the line.
I'm eye level with the front line's butt. Like, yeah, blue 42, right? I can't see nothing. I just throw the ball up behind me every single time.
See, me being much taller, I could definitely.
Much taller, but he wears a lot of high heels.
Yeah.
So that gives him.
That's not something we want to talk about right now, though.
They used to be platforms back in the 70s. Now they're just stilettos.
Do what you got to do, bro.
This guy is sick. Okay, so anyway. Love you guys. We're at our half-hour limit. Yeah, I think we'll do this every week. I know we've been talking for a half hour. We could do this all day, all night. As we get better at the whole, technology and stuff, we should be a little bit more precise in the stuff we talk about.
Yeah, whatever. It's just for fun.
But I absolutely love our family having a league this year.
Yeah, it's great. Gonna go over to Papa's tomorrow, watch the game with them.
Oh my gosh.
Exciting.
Which games are on TV tomorrow?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Pittsburgh and Cincinnati's on in the morning.
Ooh, that should be a good game.
Yeah, I'm sure that the West Coast games will be on in the afternoon with San Fran and somebody in Arizona. I think they go at it right away early on.
I think Grandpa's going to kick my butt this week.
Yeah, well, you won't probably be the only one that gets his butt kicked.
Yeah.
But it's all right. It's all in good fun. Oh, we are playing for money. So
how much money are we playing for?
Not for much, because gambling is illegal, I think, when you're doing it that way.
Is it? I don't think it is. Who cares?
Who does care?
Who cares? Let's make it interesting. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We love you all. Tune in next week, same time, Saturdays, 5:00 will be all of our We haven't talked about Thursday Night Football. We're not going to do the football games by the games. We're going to do it by the players, I think.
So next Thursday night, we're going to talk about.
No, we're not even going to do Thursday. We're going to do every Saturday at 5:00.
So
one time a week.
So I guess maybe then what we'll have to do is we'll have to overlap and talk about whatever the next Thursday game is, because it is part of the weekly schedule.
Yeah, I think
because
what will end up happening is we will switch. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it's a lot of confusion. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Bye. Be safe with the fires.
Love the Lord.
Love the Lord.
Amen.
Amen. Love that. Okay.